Good morning, all you fabulous people. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. We've got Hunted coming up. Pre-release was an absolute blast. Sad if anybody missed that out. It was a ton of fun. 8 packs. It's a lot of packs. Good pulls. A lot of fun gameplay. Played Syndra. Did not want to play Syndra. Wanted to play Fang. Ended up 3-0ing the event, so I was pretty happy. Anyway, sub count up to 627. Really moving. We're going to keep up the flow. Sorry, the videos have been coming slower lately. The end of the year to start of the year is pretty crazy for work and personal stuff. So hopefully to pick up here soon. Code JCH still gets you a free month of premium at Fyendal's collection. I use them nearly every day to check prices, as well as I do collection buys, so I price out collections using that, so it auto-calculates kind of the total, the worth of the collection, so I can price out collections easier, as well. It just tells EV and stuff like that. I'm going to start off this video with some Hunted TCG player stuff. I think a lot of these prices are just absolutely inflated. Don't buy this stuff. Wait for the weekend at least, if not a week or so. No way this doesn't come down. A lot of these prices, even these pre-sale prices, are people trying to get stuff for Memphis, which is kind of crazy that you're buying stuff off TCG Player for Memphis or other events. Memphis, I think if you need the cards, you're buying them anyway, and probably picking up with MinMax or Tyler from Righteous Gaming or some of those other guys at the booth. But without further ado, the prices on some of these cards. Shelter from the Storm, I think, is probably a pretty fair price. Honestly, it's probably the best card in the set. It's generic. We're going into a dagger meta. Preventing 3 1 damage instances is very powerful. Breakpoints are pretty prominent in these new decks as well. $65 for non-foil. I want to say that's high, but I do think it's pretty fair. Quick Dodge Flexors is a very good legendary as well. 182 for Rainbow Foil seems a bit high, but I doubt this card goes under 100, so just keep that in mind. Kiss of Death EA Cold Foil is extremely rare to pull. Some have sold at 130. I've seen right around 100 on the private market. So I don't think that card is going to go that much lower. Bloodsplattered Vest, Rainbow Foil at 195 is insane. Very good card, but it's not a $200 card. Buy your Flexors over Bloodsplattered Vest at that price. Pain in the Backside seems to be seeing play. Seems like a pretty good card. Throw the Dagger seems to be seeing play. Pretty good card. With that being said, both of these I think are... We'll see if they're $20 cards, but I don't think... My gut tells me no. Ring of Roses, I don't think is a $20 card. This is a short-printed Majestic, or maybe short-printed Majestic, but it is a legendary specialization, so there's only one of in a deck, and it's only one hero that can use it. So that typically brings down the price a lot. Just depends on how steep the short print is. Cole is good. I just haven't seen a lot of inset play at all, and she's the only one that can really use that right now. Blood Run Deep is a very good card, but it also has non-foil, Rainbow Foil, and then the EA calling promos, so I have a feeling that will bring that down, as well as this is a pseudo-specialization. Fang can technically, or Phi can use this as well, so this is kind of the exception. Warcry Themis, I think, is it might as well just say Prism Specialization. I don't think this will be $15 for sure. Provoke EA, I've seen some around 70 to 80, which is kind of crazy too. Take Up the Mantle is a very good card. $30, people still seem to not want to buy it. Loyalty Beyond the Grave, I don't think this card is even seeing play in Syndra or Fang. Both of them seem to want to go balls to the walls on the reacts they want to run are not Loyalty Beyond the Grave. Will it see play? Who knows? But at this point, a lot of people are pretty much off this, so I think this one goes down. I do think this is probably a really good Dromai card in the future. Hunt's End Extended Art, this is a specialization. No other Draconic Warrior exists, Fang, so I think this goes down. $100 is pretty steep. Savor Bloodshed seems like a really good card in a few decks. I'm running it in Fang as a 2 of. But that being said, keep it's still pre-release pricing and nobody's buying it, so it probably goes down. It is a hybrid card, so keep that in mind. Kabuto EA, I don't think is that amazing. It's a really good sideboard card against Warrior and Illusionist and some of the other heroes, but most of the time I'd rather have Crown of Providence to filter bad hands. So I do think 250 is absolutely obscene. Maybe half that price it settles for a cold foil, but we'll see. Fang, Young Marvel, I haven't seen that many of these come to the market in general. I think I've seen 2. I think I've seen 1 Young Syndra, and I've seen 0 Young Arachne Marvels. Just keep an eye on that. I don't know if that's people keeping them or not listing them or what. Jagged Edge, I think, is a very situational card. It's a warrior. It's going to be a sideboard card. There is a lot more prevent going on, especially like Shelter the Storm. Some of these, I'm running a lot more prevent because they're more flexible than some of the D-reacts. So Jagged Edge seems pretty good. I don't think it's $20 good. And the cold foil calling or package promos is Jagged Edge EA. Looks really good. I just got some. Dallas and Runeblood, I think, looks like a very strong on paper, and then you try to put it in a deck and it doesn't really function that well. I think this card will be $5-10, so watch out for that. Warcry Bologna is basically a specialization as well. I would hold off on buying these. Ignite, this one I think is really good if you're trying to do like a more of the Draconic Chain Enders kind of thing. Like Dragon Power or the Devotion Never Dies, that kind of stuff. Ignite seems like a pretty good, but it's a 0 for 2, block 2. So the Guardian Boots I think are just pretty bad. Chain Reaction's not that great, but may see play in the future, especially if we're going to have a big Ranger set with traps. Sharpened Senses seems like okay in dual warriors, but it's not going to cut it in Fang, really. Well, Fang kind of, if you do the combo build. I currently have 2 of this card in my Fang deck, but it's not really seeing much play for me. Long Whisker Loyalty, this one, once again, basically a specialization, but this card is going to be a 3 of in every Fang deck. There's no way around it. It just does so much that you want to do. Really enables some pretty strong turns, too, once you're online. No Time Zone, I think, goes down. The EA on this, I don't know where it settles, but interesting. On to the next. We're just trying to quickly move through these. Why is this agility stance is not as majestic? Shelter of the Storm EA. This card, there is like one to buys up to like 200 on it already. So watch out for that. I would probably the EA art is kind of crazy. They're hard to pull on a very playable card, on a very good looking card. We'll see where this settles, but on the private market, I'm seeing like $200 for these. Dragon Path or Dragon Scalar Flight Path seems to be okay. Once again, I think it's really good in Dromai. I don't think Fang or Syndra is really running this. Fang, you're running Valiance, and then Syndra, I'm not sure what you're running, but I don't think you're running these. And if you do run these, you're basically running it for the block. I don't think you're really getting that much value out of the extra ability there. Rot Remains, I think, is it's a 0-cost blue block 3, so it hits a lot of boxes, but basically I think this is an unplayable card unless you're in the Assassin Mirror. This might be a good Assassin tech card. Arachne Marionette Marvel, the adult Marvel is up to like, I've seen it around 200, which honestly is pretty fair, but there seems to be a lot of hype around this hero. Syndra, once again, I've seen 1 young Marvel. Retrace the Past, Katsu Specialization probably goes down. Blood Spattered Best EA. I do think this is probably going to be, once again, 100, 150. Kabuto Rainbow Foil, probably a $50 to $75 card. Hold on for that. Arachne Slip Through the Cracks seems to be the big Marvel of the set. He's extremely hard to pull. There's selling or people trying to sell for around 1,000, but I think in reality it's closer to 400 to 600. Provoke, I think, is probably one of the best Warrior Majestics. It's blue, block 3 with a really good effect. Loyalty Beyond the Grave. Once again, I don't think it's seeing that much play. Mask of Deceit, Rainbow Foil. This is way too high. I think this is probably, once again, this can be used by all the Arachnes, which is kind of interesting. But it's not all assassins. So I think it's more than most hero specializations because they're like Aura Magus for Victor, but it's less than probably a standard assassin legendary. I'm guessing probably 50 to 75. I don't think the effect is super strong. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. But that's just kind of my opinion of the TCG player pricings at the moment. Just running. I would hold off buying anything till at least this weekend. Probably Sunday is where things will probably start settling for the time being. Obviously, the more time you wait, the better it settles. But hold off unless you absolutely need them for Memphis, and then buy them privately so you know you can get them at Memphis and not that you're sitting on them waiting for them. Without further ado, then, we'll get into the regular stuff. Call to the Grave, Extended Art Rosetta. This is up to $200. High side price is at $127.61, so the last one, there's just none on the market. So, generic, good effect, good art, but it blocks 2, and we really don't have a good use case for it, other than some of the... widespread use case for it. Levia Redeem Marvel from Dusk Till Dawn is up to $579, which the last one sold just yesterday at $500. Still below the high sale price, but these are extremely rare. If you're interested in one at all, get it and keep it, because I don't think they stay around that long. Dusk Till Dawn hasn't been open that much recently. Fyendal Spring Tunic, the rainbow foil is up to $210. The non-foils have been going down. I think they're like $150, $160 now again. So the rainbow foil is separating from the pack again. Good card. Valiant Dynamo, the cold foil is up to $180. Fang is definitely using these, and I think there's really no other foot piece other than maybe AB, but he's a red heavy deck, so I don't know how you're going to get that good of effect out of AB. So 180. The rainbow foil is 142. So Regicide Blackout promo is up to 185. These are one sold just a few days ago at 163. I still think this card it's a legendary specialization, so it can only be used in Arachne, and it's a one of. I just think this promo is overpriced in my opinion, but if you're in the market for Arachne, you only need one of them, so go for it. Germinate, EA is up to $37. There's one here left at that price. There was a couple sold at $42, so it went up about $5. Then they're going back up to $64. Florian, a lot of people liking their Florian. Briar Marvel is up to, this is the young one, up to $70. Last sold was like $41. So just low inventory. Interesting. Why is this one not listed? So 41 with photo. It doesn't come up on my thing, but this looks like a pretty clean Briar. Maybe there's a ding there on the right. Oh. Is that all whitening? Maybe not. Anyway, there might be a risk there for $41. I don't think that's near mint, though, so you can probably argue that for a better price. But Volition Games, for 40. Anyway, Reduced Rune Chant, the red LGS Rainbow Foil EA promo is up to $50. I think these just got oh no, there's been sales on these. Sales around $30. They're just depleted from the market, basically. New Horizon Cold Foil is up to $97. Potential Ranger hype. I don't see. Lightly played for 71 seems like a pretty good, but from a 0% no sales record kind of person is kind of a little bit of a risk, but TCG players got you covered. Grains of Blood Spill up to 84. I think this is a chess piece Fang wants to run. You can cycle resources that you until you need them, especially once you're online. You don't need a whole lot, so you can just keep a card and keep cycling a Vigor, as well as turn your blues into some more on-hit effects and Vigor and kind of cycle them through. Makes it easier to get off stuff like Provoke and your one-cost attack reacts. Sensor Rainbow Foil is up to $40. Our high sale price at $28, so we're above that. But there's only like a playset left plus one. The non-foil I think is like 24. Yeah, 24. Still not many left. There's a total of 15 listings between the two of those. So Codex of Frailty is spiked a little bit. It was up to nearly $100. I sold two at 95 just a couple days ago. One here at 9, or a playset at 90 a piece, and then they go up to like 95, 100. Real good card. A lot of Assassins just got Marvel treatments and stuff like that, so Assassin hype probably real. Snag off of the same kind of thing. $28 for the non-foil. Another thing to note, this is only attack action cards. This does not work against Fang when he buffs his daggers. So just watch out for this. This is mainly Assassin hype or hate card. Fry, the Rainbow Foil Red EA from the LGS is up to $9. Last few were at like $5 to $7. Just going up. Burdens of the Past is moving up. No, it's moving down. I don't remember. Hold on. It is moving down. There's one here at $2.50. These were up up to like $4 or $5. And there's one here at $2.50. There's a few here. There was even one here at that's right. There was one here at 60 cents. So if you buy a bunch of stuff from this Rusted Antique guy, you could probably get a real good deal on a Burdens of the Past. $5 shipping though, to kind of divide it amongst other stuff. Just wanted to throw that out there. Toxicity Blue is down to $12 from its hype just a little bit ago. There was just none on the market, so it's down to $12. Last sold was like $9. I think mainly people are using the red. I haven't seen that much of the blue, but I also haven't played that much against the combo. So Fruits of the Forest is down to $3.50. These were just selling, well, some sold the other day for $7.50. You can get a whole playset for basically $10. This, is, in my opinion, is one of the better Earth cards. Jarl, I think, is running it. Verdance and Florian all running it because it gains health. It can help you filter cards at instant speed into your graveyard, as well as it gives you more Earth cards to decompose while gaining health. Betsy, the EA Rainbow Foil Adult Hero, is $2.77. I almost bought this. I almost bought all these till $10. Adult Heroes that are Rainbow Foil, these were like RTN wins or top 8s kind of thing. There's not that many out in the market. It's just nobody wants to play Betsy. Seems like a pretty good pickup. Deep Blue Sea, the Rudy promo from Mistveil is $40. These were up to like $85. There was just none listed. Only sold at like $38, $39. So these are also pretty rare. Rudy promos aren't nothing to scoff at. Race Face, the Rainbow Foil is down to $27. These were up to like $45 just a couple days ago. There's two here at basically sub 30, and then they go back up to $43. There's three play sets essentially, but they go up to like $50, $70. This card is, I hate this card as Fang. Makes it very hard to keep your fealty. Also probably really good card against Syndra, really good card against the Rosetta Heroes, really good card against Mistveil Heroes. So with that being said, the non-foil is $24. I think the Rainbow Foil, those prices were better by. Codex of Frailty Marvel. This is the cheapest I've seen it in a minute. $304 or $305 too from Magnolia Seal Gaming. They always list everything lightly played. With that being said, I will say use a word of caution. I keep hearing more and more basically no shipments from Magnolia Games. Apparently they have they were moving stores, changing locations, and seem to have forgotten to turn off their TCG player store. So there's still a lot of missed shipments or no shipments with Magnolia Sealed Gaming, but or Gaming Sealed. If you buy this, you probably want to be patient. With that being said, Rosetta Thorn, the gold foil Rosetta Thorn, poor gold foil Rosetta Thorn after the Marvel, is down to $450. I think this is still probably a wait. The Marvel is just so much better, but this Rosetta, the gold foil is probably rarer. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments there. I have Ophidia down to $330 from $380. High sale price of this was $400 just 2 weeks ago. So $70 down from that. Arknight Shard, moderately played one again for $185. Seems like a pretty decent deal. The only thing I will note with this is the legendary Viserai specialization. Viserai is darn close to Living Legend. I think I'm going to wait until that happens and try to pick up a Shard for my collection. Command and Conquer, the Rainbow Foil from Arcane Rising is down to $153. These were up to like $220, $240 just 3 weeks ago, basically before the new CNC reprint was announced. These still seem like a pretty good deal at this price. The EA seems to be somewhere between $200 and $400. I still think that's pretty insane. Yeah, we'll see where the new hunted Command and Conquers land everything. I think it'll bring the non-foil down a little bit, like down to 80 maybe, 70, 80. And then the Rainbow Foil, my gut tells me this, the Arc Rainbow Foil probably goes down, but I think people will scoop them up because they're the OG. But the EA Rainbow Foil probably commands a premium over this. Anyway, on to Flamescale Furnace. The cold foil is down to 91. I just don't think Syndra or Fang are going to run this. I could see maybe a super draconic Fang build. I was trying to work on that, running this. But Fang's going to run Grains 8 times out of 10, and Syndra's going to run that Blood Spatter Vest pretty much every time over this. Flick Knives Rainbow Foil is down to 112. There's a few here below 120. This card was up to like 142, 143. Looks like stock's just kind of replenished, but don't be fooled. They're still selling like hotcakes. One is sold today. There was 1, 2, 3, 4 sold yesterday. 3, 4, 5, 6 the day before. So they're selling like hotcakes still. I don't think this card's going to go that much down. All the assassins want this with Hunter's Clave. Syndra wants this. Ira wants this with their new retrieval stuff. Just so many heroes want this. Next, Ravenous Rabble EA Rainbow Foil promo is down to $90. These were up to like $105, basically. So about $20, $30 off. $20, if that. Anyway. These are cool art, Ravenous Rabble, but I kind of like the original still. Anyway, Traverse. I think this is probably the steal of the video. $25 for a Rainbow Foil Traverse. Mistveil, yes, is probably on their way out, but I do think Enigma definitely got slowed down. I haven't seen that much Zen, but I don't know how he's doing. New definitely got some buffs and tools. But maybe they stick around for a while, or if you were playing the Mistveil heroes and didn't have a Traverse, $25 pretty good deal for a very good card. And that's it. Hold off on your hunted pre-releases. Pre-order prices, not pre-releases. Pre-release was a blast. Go out, rip product this weekend. Have a good time. Everybody enjoy Memphis. If I don't talk to you by then, thanks. Peace.